Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Like, I get to the 30-second countdown and I'm just like, ugh. So I just start. I'm just starting. Hi, everyone. It looks like we've got Jen and Kristen here, and I am very thankful for that. Um, how are you guys? Kristen Louise, how was your tarot do last weekend? I heard you were exhausted, but I didn't hear how it went. How did everything go for you? And how are you doing, Hen? Not like we just talked to each other. Oh, thank you. I'm looking radiant because it's hot as you know what here. That's why I'm looking radiant. And I turned the air conditioning off. Hey Donna, good to see you. I turned the air conditioning off because I don't have headphones. I'm just and it just gets it's so loud. It's ridiculous. Okay, wait a minute. Now Kristen said something. It was okay. You left early and you made back what you paid for the spot. That's always the goal. Always the goal to make back what you put out. So that is not bad, not bad at all. I hope everybody's okay. Donna, are you guys having a heat wave over there uh, in France? And I know it's getting cooler for you, Hen, down under, and Kristen lives near me, so we're stuck in the heat wave. Is it warm over there, Donna? I've got myself a glass, my jug of water here. What are you guys drinking? It is dreadful. Oh gosh, okay. 90s for a couple of weeks, and you're probably humid too. It's the humidity that gets me. It's just been awful. Mm, I know you'd happily swap me. I know you would. I would probably be very comfortable in your temperatures because I'm going to say it's probably about 60 or 70 there now. So I would be much more comfortable there. Um, Gosh, I've got so much to do and to say. So I thought we would kind of follow the format I did last 2 weeks ago, and I'm really kind of liking this. Like every 2 weeks, we'll have a live, and I feel like that's doable for me. So that's good, and I feel like we've missed each other. So today I want to talk about. I want to do a little show and tell of some things that I've picked up since we last saw each other. I want to talk about the new moon in general, and then I want to talk about this new moon. Um, and none of this did I come by on my own. I want to be really clear about that. I'm still a baby when it comes to astrology. So this has come from, and I did not write down my sources either. So this has come from a myriad of um, a myriad of places. Um, Suffice it to say, there have been many sources that have gone into this. But it's amazing because there is a theme. There's a theme here going on. We'll talk about this new moon, and then I have a 4-card spread for us to do. So if that suits everybody, that we will get on a roll here. Let me see what everybody's talking about. Usually not too much humidity. Well, that's good. Hi, Diane. And you're drinking iced coffee. I almost made an iced coffee before I sat down, but I did not. So I'm just drinking plain old water right now. I did cut up a huge watermelon right before. No. So I've picked up a couple of things. I got 3 decks since the last time I saw you guys. So I'm sort of on a roll. And purchasing those 3 decks precluded me from getting something else that I found out about that is on pre-order now that I'm going to share with you because I think it's so special. It is spendy, but it's really special. And if I had the funds, I would order it for myself. And I'll tell you why. Okay, so the first thing I got the deck Moonology. And actually, this is not the first thing. It's one of the last things. But I got the deck Moonology. I have the book. Do any of you have the book? I got the deck on Donna's recommendation, and I really like it. It gives a lot of information about the different moons in general, like, a full moon, a new moon. And then it gives information about the specific moons as well. And the book is pretty good. And the book in the deck is pretty good. And then the actual book is really good too. So I'm really just kind of getting to know this deck at the moment. It came Sunday. So it just came over the weekend. But I'm really enjoying it, and I think it's going to be a nice resource. And also, I told you guys last time that over this past year, I've been doing a lot of moon work and goddess work, and so I think these cards will be nice, to put on my altar too. We need to talk about that because I want to know what you guys do to decorate either your homes or your altars for the seasons, because now we're in Litha and I don't decorate. I decorate for, I have some summer decorations out, but I don't generally decorate for the Wheel of the Year. And since I now think in terms of the Wheel of the Year, I probably should decorate for such, right? I got a new goddess deck. This is the Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians deck. And I bought this because of the illustrations. I'll show you just a couple. They just look very real. Like, I love these illustrations. So that deck came. Now, the last time we talked, and I was waiting for a deck, and this was a deck that Beth from Aspasia Rising suggested that I get, and I'm loving this deck. It's mass market, another mass market deck. It's called When Women Had Wings. The book is beautiful. It is full color, 1 card to every page. It is heavier cardstock, and it's shiny, that shiny cardstock. I'm trying to see if there are any. There is a full table of contents, which I love. I don't see any spreads. You would have thought I would have looked at this, right, before? Yeah, no, I don't see any spreads. Oh, this is my favorite card. I love her. the Queen of Pentacles. I just think she's beautiful. So I'll show you a couple of those. And if you're following me on Instagram, I have posted a couple of cards. I love that magician. I've posted a couple of cards from the deck. The cards, it's very slippy. It's very slippy. These are the backs. It's gilded on the edges, but they're really slippy. Beautiful artwork. And again, like a really nice book. So there is that. Let me check on chat here for a second, see what you all are talking about. Put these back. I just have two other things to show you. Oh, let's see. Hey, Deb, how are you? Are you staying cool too? Chris Kelly McFadden, you're here. I was thinking you were still on holiday. I'm glad you're here. I'm showing my bits and bobs. I think that's what you'd say. So then I was perusing Etsy for something. And of course I got sidetracked. And I wound up getting 2 new spread cloths that I think, look at that. Is that not, oh, let me look. Is that not gorgeous? Oh, and she's kind of velvety on the top. And then the other one is just as cool. And isn't that cool? It kind of reminds me of Pennsylvania Dutch folk art. I love the colors. And this one came from a shop that is only, well, everything's 45 minutes. So I'm going to say it's about 45 minutes from my house. And, you know, little things matter. And she sent me, she sent me a thank you note. And then she also sent me a little pack, a little pack of stickers and some essential oil spray, a blend that she's done. And I just think that it's lovely. And it smells really good. Can you smell it? It's very earthy. It's got, I almost want to say it's eucalyptusy, but I don't think that's it. I cannot put my finger on it, but it smells so good. So that is it for my bits and bobs. Has anybody hi Jonathan, has anybody else gotten any decks this month? What are you doing? You're meeting a friend for a beach walk. Send me pictures. And I'm jealous. Still waiting for the invention of smell-o-vision. What? Tell me more. What deck did you buy, Kristen, this year? I'm going to say I did get an oracle. I got the Mystic Augur and Sage this year. And then I didn't buy anything until a month ago. What is smell? Tell me. What is the smell-o-vision? Oh, hen. What kind of deck would you buy if you could, hen? And I'm sorry, I'm sure people are typing. I hope Donna's typing to tell me about smell-o-vision, but we're on delay with StreamYard, so it takes me a while. Oh, the scratch and sniff things. Yeah. Which, not which. Yeah. I haven't bought anything recently. My brain is on other things, I know. But if I ever get through the crap, I think you will too. I think you might deserve 2 or 3 new decks, Deb. That's what I think. If you saw the Tilwick, you'd buy it. Chris Kelly McFadden, have you gotten any new decks? Well, I have one. I have a deck that I want to share with you guys. As a matter of fact, I posted, and I'm not, like, I don't even know this person. She follows me on Instagram, which is lovely. I did comment on her video for this deck, but I don't know her. But I posted the link to the video in my description box for this live. Her name, and I'm just coming back to YouTube. So her name is Sarah, and she is Cedar Moon Witch, and she has a deck out, or it's up for pre-order right now. It's called The Oracle of the Living Spell. Now, here's what hit me with this deck right away. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to Chris. He actually got the Farxana deck, and I got the Medieval Feathers deck, and also some other more unusual decks. Ooh, that's exciting. The link is to Canva. Oh, no. Okay, I'll change the link. Thank you for letting me know. Go, but if you want to look before I change the link, I'll do it right after this is over. But find her. She's Cedar Moon Witch, and the deck is called the Deck of the Living Spell. Now, it's spendy. I mean, at least to me it is. And I've blown my budget with all the bits and bobs that I just showed you. So now I can't afford this really beautiful Oracle deck. Oh, and I also have Call of the Morrigan coming. So I've really, I have blown my budget. But I've been looking for a really good Oracle. And what I love about this is that the print is big enough that I can see it. And that's a huge thing for me, because most decks I cannot. But this deck has very, very large print that I don't think interferes with the artwork at all. And it just seems like it's a beautiful deck. And so, yeah, that's what. So I'm going to link her below. Sorry, I put the wrong link in there. You ordered a few decks you've been wanting for a while. I mean, Blackwell's Books was having a sale a couple of weeks ago. Nice. Nice. All right. Well, so tonight we've got a new moon in Cancer coming. Actually, it's not coming until, for all of us here, except for Jonathan. For Jonathan, it will be his 1 o'clock in the morning or midnight 30. Because for us on the East Coast, it's 6:31 or 33 a.m., which means over in England and Europe, it's 11 and noon for you guys. And so we know, so new moons in general, for me, they give me like a quiet, kind of cozy feeling, like, and yes, introspective, but just that kind of nurturing, calm, quiet, like curl up on the sofa with a cup of tea kind of feeling. And new moons are a time for introspection. And they're a time where we it's the beginning of the moon cycle, which is, I always thought it was the end. So I learned something new over the last year. So the new moon, I guess you would think new moon, new cycle, right? But the new moon is the beginning of the cycle. So it's about things, we're thinking about things that we want to manifest, whether it's, short-term things or long-term things. And whether it's things, in whatever part of our life. And I journal a lot during the new moon. I journal a lot, period. But I have a particular setup that I use for the new moon. Part of that setup I got from Jessica and the Moon, who is the person that I very first started goddess study and moon study with. My throat's getting really dry. Sorry, guys. And I would do a video about my journal setup if you guys would like to see it. I'm glad to do that. And so it's also a time, though, for that last little bit. It's kind of a time to, so with the full moon, we've released things that did not serve us. And this time of the month with the new moon is kind of the time to say, okay, did I really, is there anything else that kind of needs to go? I think of it as like the ins and outs. What do I want to bring more into my life? And those are the things that I'm going to work on. And what do I need less of? Sorry, that's the ice maker, the refrigerator. All right, switching glasses. Got to get the readers on. Usually, for me personally, I tend to think of 3 areas. Mostly I think of my mental health and my spiritual health, my physical health, and then any projects that I want to do within this next month. What I do need to work more on is like new moon rituals and ceremony. I I really don't have anything that I do specifically for the new moon. And I really would like to, and I know it's not something that, we really talk about or share, but I would, I would like to talk about it and share about it. And I'd like to do something specific for the new moons. So this particular new moon is a new moon in Cancer. So it is very watery. It is very watery. It's very, emotions are going to come to the surface. That doesn't necessarily mean, it doesn't necessarily mean sad emotions or, but it could be happiness too. And this card says, you and your loved ones are safe. And that was a theme that came up when I was looking at this particular new moon. And what it talked about was that there could be changes in your private life, something rising up with the people and places you hold dearest. And again, it doesn't mean that there's got to be like this upheaval. I think that something rising up, I always think, what's going to happen? But I don't think it's anything that we really need to be afraid of. I think it's something that with this new moon, to be open to. It's like I just said, it's very cupsy and watery, and we're asked to look at the emotions that come up and ask, are they serving us? And we're maybe going to be asked to develop some new ways of dealing with our emotions and our past hurts. So some of our past hurts that come up again and again and again, and Jen's the psychologist here, so she can validate or say, no, that's not it, do this instead. But when things come up again and again and again, they're cyclical, and you're dealing with things in the same way. I think this is the universe telling us to pay attention, and that this is maybe something that we need to change within ourselves. And I think I shared a story the last time we met, right? Or did I? I can't remember if we met in June. I think I went to a wedding. It was my best friend's wedding. And, I'm the Zen priest, so everybody expects me to be really calm, cool, and collected. And we got there and was sitting around hanging out. Mark's outside. I'm inside helping with the food. And my phone rang. And it was the person coming to stay at the house with the dog. And the last thing I asked Mark to do before we left the house was make sure the back door's open so she can get in. And the back door wasn't open. And I did not take that well, because in my head, I thought, oh my God, he's going to have to drive 5 hours home to let this girl in the house and then come 5 hours back. He's going to miss the wedding. So I did not. And I realized that I really was reactive to that. And that was something that was a button for me that I thought, well, I really need to change that. So that was just my personal example. So two things came up over and over again. And this was creating a safe space, and meaning a safe space like within our homes, a safe and nurturing space for us and our families, but also creating a safe space internally, and knowing who the people in your life are that are safe, that the people that you can really open up to, and you know that they're going to hold space for you. All right, so here's where we get into the technical things. So Jupiter, which is the planet that rules my sign of Sagittarius, and Cancer is my rising sign. So Jupiter entered Cancer on June 9th. And the moon, this moon and Jupiter conjunct. So they're together in Cancer, and that amplifies our need for our yearning for chosen family, emotional availability in the people around us, and our chosen family, and making true connections, true and honest connections with people. For the upcoming 12 months, I bolded this, for the upcoming 12 months, Jupiter in Cancer will highlight the value of emotional wisdom, reminding us reminding us that to be able to expand, we need to feel nurtured and emotionally safe. So now let's talk about the goddess I picked to work with us. So the goddess I chose, and the goddess I chose is Nemetona. And if you see her keyword, it's safe space. And I love how the light is reflecting through the trees down on her. Now, Nemetona, she is the lady of the sacred grove and was worshipped by Nemetes, a Germanic and Celtic people of the 1st century. Her name comes from the Celtic word nemeto, sacred area or a sanctuary. To the Celts, a nemeton was a holy wooden enclosure, and in modern Druidry, it refers to a boundary or an inner safe space. And that's what a boundary is, right? We're creating an inner, when we create healthy boundaries, we're creating safe space. So she's leading us to safe space and helping us to create safe space, and showing us how to enable, in order to create that safe space, to create healthy boundaries, which is something that I certainly can look at and use. Hi, Emma. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Their nemetons create, wait a minute, by the ADF, a druid group. Yeah. Okay. So does everybody have a deck? What deck am I going to use? I will use let me create a space here. Ugh. I'll just show Nemetone again, or Nemetone or Nemetone, maybe. Isn't she beautiful? Okay. So get your decks ready, and we will do this spread. What decks are people using for this? I'm going to use When Women Had Wings. I better like really clear a space here because these cards go flying. Flying, I say. Let me see what's going on over here in chat again, and then we'll start. Okay. Let us know when you're back. You're at work, but you'll do it when you get home. Okay, and remember also to, the Lioness Oracle Tarot. You're going to pull cards later. Yeah, it's too early. Gosh, what are you going on, 5 o'clock? No, yeah, you must be going on 4:30. I love you for getting up early. All right. Let me take my magnification down so my face isn't quite so huge on the screen. Reading glasses get shuffled up. Hopefully by then Donna will be back. Look at these edges, you guys. I know I showed them once, but aren't they? Oh gosh, I just love the color. They're so cool. They shuffle so nice. Okay, 4 questions. Hen, can you write them in the chat when I say them? Okay, the first card is, what does Nematona want? What does Nematona want me to know for this moon cycle? What is Nematona saying to me for this moon cycle? Okay. So I got the King of Swords. So what I think she's telling me is, I am a person, I'm sure that you never would have guessed this at all, but I especially as I'm older, I'm a little scattered, and I was diagnosed with ADHD in my, I think I was 60 when I was I was 60 when I got my definition, my diagnosis. But yeah, I mean, my thoughts are all over the place. What did Kristen says? 10 of Wands. Keep trucking along, but ask for help and grace when I need it. Yep. I think that the King is telling me to continue to to kind of get my thoughts together, but also don't forget about my feelings. So that is question 1. Did Donna come back yet? Yes, shiny pink. All right. Kristen, I don't know how to. Okay. There we go. All right. Question number 2 is, how can I grow in emotional wisdom? And I got the Chariot. So again, I'm the kind of person who's constantly working on myself. And so I think that card tells me just to keep going. Donna, is your 5 of Cups for 1 or for 2? For 1? What does Nematona want you to know with the 5 of Cups? Not that you have to tell us. I also think of the Chariot card, and I think I got this from the Druidcraft Tarot. That book is so good. In that book, it talked about the balance and the strength that it takes to, hold the reins and keep that chariot on course. So I think it's talking to me about growing in emotional wisdom, staying balanced and being strong and being open as well. Okay. Card number 3 is something I can do to create a sanctuary for myself. Something I can do to create sanctuary for myself. Oh, and I got the Empress. And I kind of giggled because, nurture myself, right? But what can I do to, what does it say? What can I do to create a sanctuary? And that's to be nurturing to myself. But that's often the thing that we leave for last. And when lots of things are going on, we tend to put ourselves last. And so I think it's remembering who we are, remembering ourselves too. I'm thinking the 8 of Cups is your 3rd card. Really need to leave behind relationship dynamics. Yeah, that aren't serving you emotionally, for sure. And that's sometimes the hardest thing. That's the hardest kind of bond to break. And even though we know that they're not serving us emotionally, somehow we keep trying. Five of Cups second. Ace of Wands reversed. I think she wants me to Queen of Swords for position 3. I got the King for position 1. Oh, that's oh my gosh, that's so hard, Kristen Louise. I really feel for you, but I can also say that when you're able to shift those gears, there's always that feeling of loss maybe, but or feeling you know things are different, right? But there's also going to be, I think, a feeling of release too. Donna says, question 3 is the Queen of Swords reversed. She's your significator. Get out of your head and less judgmental of myself for sure. And that Queen of Swords, you know, one of the reasons why I love the Queen of Swords is because she's open. She's got her hand extended. She is willing to let people in, but she's got her sword over her heart. She's protecting herself. I feel like she is pretty balanced emotionally. So yeah. All right. And the last card is, tell me about a boundary I need to set. Oh, wow. So I got the 5 of Cups. So all of us got the 5 of Cups that are doing this. And then I got the King of Swords. Donna got the Queen of Swords. Did you get any? Kristen got the 10. Or did you get the 10 of Wands? Okay, so to set a boundary for myself with the 5. So I think that would be about yeah, you got the 10 of Wands. I remembered that. So the 5 of Cups for me would be looking at things from from the half full, the cup half full standpoint, and remembering that boundaries are not a bad thing. That, you know, boundaries are there to create sanctuary, to create a safe place. Boundaries are there to create a safe place. So look at the good side of what a boundary is, and to also look at whatever boundary it is that I'm setting as something that's going to help fill a cup. And you got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. What's that saying to you, Donna? Two of Wands for set a boundary. I need to have where I am in my life planning respected. Okay. Yeah, your choices, have your choices and what your plans are for your upcoming, for the 3 of Wands move respected, for sure. This last question was a rough one, was a hard one in terms of cards, I think. I think I'm going to be journaling with this spread. I made this spread up. I'm proud of myself. But I think I'm going to be journaling with it. Like, it brought up some things for me for sure. All right. Oh, thanks. Don't forget to take a picture, and I'll put a post up in Little Zen Crone Facebook group, and then you guys can put your cards there. I would appreciate that and like it. So I hope you do. I will remember to take a picture of mine too, which reminds me I need to take them off the top. There we go. Yeah. Okay, took them off the top. So that's all that I have for today. 3 of Pence for your boundaries. Not trying to be all things to all people. Yes. Yes. And being okay with like saying that out loud to people too. What was the key word? The key word for her is, I think it's safe space. I will tell you in just 1 second. Safe space. Oh, I could have showed you, right? Nemetona. Nemetona. No, I think it's Nemetona. So I hope you will maybe work with this goddess or pull one of your own too, and see what comes up for you this new moon. And we will be meeting in just a couple of weeks to talk about the full moon in, let's see, the full moon. I think I lost my track here. The full moon was in, the full moon was just in Sagittarius. So it's going to be in Capricorn. So it'll be a full moon in Capricorn next time. You see the aces as opportunities or potential. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay to pass up opportunities for sure, too. I like doing them together, too. It is nice to get together. It does feel like a reunion, too, doesn't it? I really do like getting together. All right. Well, it's almost 3 and the house is getting hot because I have the air conditioner turned off. So I'm going to go and put the air conditioner on. Mr. Honey will be home in an hour, and he is working in an unair conditioned warehouse. So he comes home hot and sweaty. And I don't have a clue of what we're going to have for dinner other than we're not turning the stove on. So I think it's going to be like cheese and crackers and salad and maybe a pasta salad. But that's about it, because I cannot turn the oven on, especially in our house, because it's, it's so small. When I turn the oven on, I can feel it. Like I had the burner on yesterday to hard boil eggs, and I'm sitting about 12 feet away from it and I could feel it. So, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I really enjoyed getting together. Yeah, poor Mr. Honey for sure. Take care, everybody, and have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope you are able to stay out of the heat and be cool. And Hen, I hope that it's not too cold where you are and that you are warm and toasty in your double dressing gown. And I will see you guys in just a couple of weeks for the full moon. And with that, take care, everybody.